So I got a lot of questions like this, and I'm going to do kind of a quick overview about how this works. Disclaimer though, I've never worked for Lululemon, I'm just affiliated with them. I also don't claim to know everything, so if I don't know an answer to a question, I will just tell you I don't know. Before we get into how the Boxing Day, Black Friday, all of that works, on a normal, non-event, non-holiday week, every Thursday they will add stuff to their We Made Too Much section, which is their markdown section. All colors have a life cycle. I can make a separate video about that if you are interested. So every week they have We Made Too Much. During Black Friday, that section of the website gets renamed to Black Friday. It's all the same stuff that was on markdown before, remain on markdown, and they will add some new stuff. So like I said, on a normal week, they add stuff every Thursday. Around November, they completely stop doing that because they want to save the list and save all of that stuff for Black Friday and Boxing Day. So if you were around or shopping or noticed around Black Friday, it eventually switched and was renamed to End of Year Scores. In Canada, it's called Boxing Day. It is a Canadian company, so in the US, we call it End of Year Scores. When the event ends, it will not end. Everything will remain on markdown as long as it's in stock. However, the section will be renamed back to We Made Too Much. So on the website, it'll say We Made Too Much instead of End of Year Scores. They will never take an item, put it on markdown, and then raise the price again. Once it's on markdown, it remains on markdown until it's sold out. The only time you will ever see that happen is if something drops today that you like, and then it goes on markdown and it sells out. They might re-release it the following year and it'll start out on full price and then eventually go on markdown again. Unlike other companies, they don't have site-wide sales or anything like that. They just have markdowns on select items, and a lot of this goes back into the life cycle thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Hopefully that answers your questions.